went back in time to kill the evil from the future. I hear your recent losses have been rather severe, Miriam said. Severe enough to be disappointing. At this rate, does it even mean anything for me to support you? Do not say that, Tates replied. It has always been like this. Nothing can be done. This darn world simply hates me far too much. Miriam frowned in confusion. Anyway, Tate said, extending an object, everything is as per the contract. Read my fate. Miriam's gaze sharpened. A secret treasure of this world that can read the fate that awaits me. Ria Fall. 5 years ago, Tate's Valtazar came to me with an offer. If I sponsored him, he would lend me Ria Fall once each year. This time Tate said quietly, I hope you receive the outcome you desire. Brilliant light enveloped Miriam, shining so brightly that it spilled beyond her window. Outside, Corin Lach looked up sharply. Huh, Estelle? Corin Estelle Hadasha El Rath said seriously. I have something important to tell you. Corin Lach nodded slowly. I realized it the moment you arranged lodging for me at the Imperial Palace right after the banquet ended. As expected, Estelle Hadasha El Rath said softly, you are sharp. My holy power was sealed, she continued. You remember that, do you not? Did you find the cause? Corin Lach asked. Even after leaving the Steel Archipelago, my holy power never returned, Estelle replied. I believed that time alone would resolve it. She lowered her gaze, but since that day, she thought, when I witnessed that radiance. Estelle knelt down. Her necklace snapped quietly, the chain giving way as the rosary fell into her palm. She stared at it, until I discovered the hidden truth. Gold plating? Corin Lach murmured. When those Mage Tower rascals kidnapped me, Estelle said, they confiscated every weapon I possessed. But they did not take my rosary. I always wore it close to my body, she continued, so I never once suspected it. So this was what absorbed your holy power, Corin Lach said quietly. Yes, Estelle replied. And yet, when you think about it, is that not strange? A power bestowed by the Lord should not be blocked by a mere lump of metal. She hesitated, then spoke again, her voice trembling. Perhaps holy power has nothing to do with devout faith in the Lord at all. As proof, she added, though it is blasphemous to say, I did not lose even the smallest trace of holy power. Corin Lach listened in silence. I was wearing that rosary too, he realized. My mana. So this was why the divine power of Klaus Solas was being drained away. Corin, Estelle said softly, you already know, do you not? Before she could continue, Corin spoke first. Really, have you never doubted the existence of God, the truth of this world? Estelle finished quietly. Corin Lach thought back. In the original work, Estelle Hadasha El Rath existed only as a supporting non-player character, never as a playable party member. System notification. Estelle Hadasha El Rath, may the blessings of the Lord be with you. That alone meant she was never meant to be deeply involved in the scenario. Until the very end, Estelle never discovered the traitors hidden among the Protestants. Because of that, the rosary's false nature was never revealed. It remained a so-called plot hole among the players. However, history had already diverged. From the moment Estelle returned to Merkaba Academy, this outcome had been inevitable. Follow me, Corin Lach said. Treasure Island Magmal. No way! Estelle gasped. That cannot be. These beings, she whispered, are they the gods of this world, Danon? High above, figures looked down upon her. Estelle's legs gave way. She dropped to her knees. This cannot be true. Her faith shattered in an instant. Corin Lach remained silent, watching. I have never seen holy power this strong, Estelle thought in horror. That is an incredible talent. From the moment I was born, this world belonged to me. Even before I possessed desire, people offered everything to me. Saintess, please bless me too, a poor girl cried. Wherever you go, I will stake my life to protect you. A knight vowed. Wow, it is the Saintess, a young girl exclaimed. If only she would speak to me just once. She is so beautiful. As everyone yearned for me with everything they had, I could no longer tell whether faith was born from power or power was born from faith. That I could not know. But there was one thing I believed without doubt. I had been chosen by the Lord. The second Holy Land, Zion, the Grand Cathedral. Hello, Pope Sakari, Estelle Hadasha El Rath said calmly. Oh, Saintess, Pope Sakari replied warmly. What brings you here? Pope, Estelle asked softly, do you believe in God? Pope Sakari's body began to glow faintly with holy light. He fell silent for a moment before answering. Of course, Saintess. Even at this very moment, the Lord protects us. Surely the holy power we wield is proof enough, is it not? Estelle smiled. You know what this is, do you not? she asked, raising an object in her hand. It is something that only high-ranking clergy are even permitted to approach within the order. Someone replaced my rosary with this. A certain sneaky rat, she added lightly. What do you think, Pope Sakari? Pope Sakari suddenly smirked. Oh, so you have learned the truth at last, he said, bowing his head slightly. But nothing truly changes. The reason we can wield holy power has nothing to do with faith, he continued. It is because we inherited the bloodline of the ancient Danann and the giants. Saint Tess, you will understand soon enough. The true gods we must serve are the Danann, he proclaimed. And among them, the great Balthazar. Protestants, the Catholic Church. What do such labels matter? He scoffed. Soon, this world will belong to those of us who possess holy power. The coming of paradise, he whispered reverently. When the world of the Danann returns once again. What? Estelle said faintly. That is right, Pope Sakari declared. We are the ones chosen by the gods. And yet, he sighed, snapping his fingers. Those Mage Tower and Catholic Church fools dared to ruin everything. Priests began to gather, heavy maces clutched tightly in their hands. Pope Sakari grasped Estelle's hands eagerly. Ah, Saint Tess, he said feverishly. With your blood we could revive the giant and draw even closer to paradise. Why did you not do it? You, Estelle whispered. So you were all in this together. My lifelong faith collapsed in that moment, she thought. The scriptures I memorized, the heavenly being I worshipped, everything was a lie. She pulled her hands away. You are not qualified to be Pope, Estelle said clearly. And Balthazar is not qualified to be a god either. What did you say? The priest shouted. How dare you insult Lord Balthazar? Seize the saintess. No, seize that wretch. They charged. Estelle remained silent. Then, a blinding light erupted. A colossal presence descended and a voice echoed through the cathedral. Yes, Estelle. So you are my distant descendant. The Danann of the earth, Dagda, had appeared. If you have inherited my bloodline, he said, then you will be able to wield it. Estelle grasped the manifested weapon before her. I have a duty greater than faith, she realized. A duty to lead and save as many people as I can, bearing the weight of the power I possess. I will be the one to decide, she said. A system notification rang out. Dagda's club, the weapon once wielded by Dagda himself, used to strike down the white-headed serpent clan's Mata through pure physical might. Estelle swung the club forward, on the God I believe in, and in that instant, the Xeon Protestants underwent their religious reformation. But the Saintess was not the only one forging her destiny. Elsewhere. Miriam Elizabeth L. Rath cried out suddenly. Did you come back after seeing the future? Tates Balthazar asked calmly. Estelle Hadasha L. Rath smirked. Ho ho ho, ha ha ha. She laughed. Yeah. I see. In the end, it is you who are destined to grant my wish, my hero, my prince, my fate, my Corin Loch. She lifted her gaze toward the blood-red sky. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.